Welcome to Shomach Shov on the Daf. She responds to Lui Nishmas Am Yisrael Le'Abba Sitzchok. We're holding Basra of Kuf Lamedalet. The Gemara says that Hillel Zokain had 80 Talmidim, and the greatest one was Yonis of Menuzil, but the smallest one was Rabbi Yochana ben Zakai. The Gemara goes on to speak about what Rabbi Yochana ben Zakai knew. Now the big tema is, if Rabbi Yochana ben Zakai was the smallest Talmid of Hillel Zokain, what is the pshat that he became the Nasi? He was the one, he was the leader of Klal Yisrael after Hillel Zokain. Why was it he, if he is the smallest Talmid? So my good Chaver, Rabbi Yossi Shankov, pointed out to me what we heard from our Rabbi, Moshe Shapir Zatzal, and Rabbi Shua Septim Ushlita, that the manik of the generation is not necessarily the greatest one or the biggest tzaddik or tamechochem of the generation. The koyach of a manik is a different koyach. And I'll bring a proof to that. In the beginning of Parshas Shlach, it says the Moshe Rabbeinu appointed the Nisim to be the Miraglim to come to Eretz Yisrael. In the list of the Miraglim, it says, what's Eilish Shmoisam? The first one was Reuven, then Shimon, then Yehuda's Kolev ben Yefune, then the Mati Socher, Yigal ben Yosef, the Mate Ephraim, Rishia bin Nun. Meaning, Yeshua bin Nun was number 5 on the list, and he was even after Kolev ben Yefune. The Ramban over there says, what's the list? What's the order of this list? Says the Ramban, the order of the list is based on their chashivas. Anyone who is more greater b'chochma minyan or b'kavod, he came first. So if so, the obvious question is, why did Yeshua bin Nun became the leader after Moshe Rabbeinu? Kol ben Yefune, he was greater than him. He was number 3 on the list, while Yeshua bin Nun was number 5. In addition, we find the Gemara in Torah Daf Zayin that tells us that when Moshe Rabbeinu was nifter, there's a lot of Torah that was forgotten in Am Yisrael, and nobody knew what to do with it. The Gemara brings it before they were about to kill Yeshua bin Nun. Came a Tniel ben Kenaz, and he was able to, with his pupil, to bring back whatever was forgotten. Meaning, Mashra over here, Tniel ben Kenaz was greater than Yeshua bin Nun in Torah, because he was able to figure out what was forgotten, while Yeshua bin Nun was not able to do it. So if so, why is Yeshua bin Nun the leader of Klal Yisrael? But you see from here that a leader, the manig of Klal Yisrael, does not go based on the greatness in Torah and Chochmah. It goes based on the koyach ha'anhaga, based on the power to lead Klal Yisrael. This is what Rashi says in Chumash in the pasuk that when Moshe Rabbeinu appointed Yeshua, because it was ish asher ruach boi. He's able to relate to every Jew. He's able to be the leader because he's able to speak and to talk and to understand what every Jew is going through. Koyach ha'anhaga is not necessarily the koyach of Torah. The manhikim of Klal Yisrael are not necessarily the biggest Talmid Chachamim. Obviously, they have to be a Talmid Chacham, but it could be they're not the greatest one in order to be the manik. And we mentioned a little bit of this in the Gemara in Rosh Hashanah, when the Gemara there says, Yiftach b'doyroi is Kishmul b'doyer. Yiftach was not such a great person, a level of Shmuel and Navi, but he was the manik of Klal Yisrael. So Rabbi Tzaddik HaKohen there brings the name of Rabbi B'Shishcha, that Yiftach b'doyer is coming to tell you, who is the leader of Klal Yisrael? The one who is Poiteach b'doyer. What does Poiteach b'doyer mean? He created a new mahalach that belongs to this generation. He's able to relate to this generation and give them their leadership that they need. There could be another person in that door who's a greater Talmid Chacham, who's a bigger Chacham, he's a bigger Lamd, and he knows how to learn better. But he's not Poiteach b'doyer, he's not opening a new venue that belongs to this generation specifically. The quality of a leader in Klal Yisrael is not necessarily the biggest Torah learner of that generation, but the one who is able to relate to that generation and open for them a connection to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Anyone who wants to join the Shomach Shova email list to Hot School, please email shomachshova@gmail.com.